Okay. Okay, can we see? I don't think we can see you. Look at that. Can we see you? All right, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. It's still not right. How about that?
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the live stream and premiere for So Restless.
That's right.
Video premiere is going to be at 7:45. And remember, we watch it with you over on YouTube.
That's right.
So you want to play the song?
So restless.
Start with the song?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Okay.
So restless. So restless. So restless. Don't wanna feel helpless. Don't wanna feel loneliness. That's why I'm so restless. Inside myself, afraid to stay in. Wanna get out. It's time to begin. Yeah, I need your touch, but not too much. I need it touch, but not too much. I need your touch, but not too much. I need it touch, but not too much. So restless, don't wanna feel helpless, don't wanna feel loneliness. That's why I'm so restless, so restless. I don't wanna be alone, so restless. You know I don't wanna be alone, so restless. My mind, wrestling in doubt, this baby shout is the only route. Yeah, yeah. I want you to pull me through no matter what I say or do. I want you to pull me through no matter what I say or do. So restless, so restless, don't wanna feel helpless, don't wanna feel loneliness. That's why I'm so restless, so restless. I don't wanna be alone, so restless. You know I don't wanna be alone, so restless. Don't wanna feel loneliness. Don't wanna feel helplessness. Don't wanna feel regretfulness. That's why I'm so restless. Don't wanna feel loneliness. Don't wanna feel helplessness. Don't wanna feel regretfulness. That's why I'm so restless.
Well, welcome again to the live stream for the premiere of So Restless. And of course, the video is going to be premiered at 7:45 over on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, stay on the same platform. If you're on Facebook, head on over to YouTube.
All righty. So what did we use? So for this song, we used the Kayla bass, which if you're
this way
on YouTube, you can see it. It's the ukulele bass. You can see it over here too.
Oh,
so it's right in between the acoustic guitar and the Telecaster. And for the guitar parts, I used the Telecaster. And we use, you can see the Yamaha montage over here.
Oh, if you're on
YouTube, you can see that. So, and then also you can see the Phantom. Use that for some keyboard parts in here too. And I think that's pretty. Oh yeah, then you can't see it, but the MPC was used for the drums and stuff. So brought in drum loop, kind of spiced it up and chopped it up, I should say.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
And used that too. So anyway, that's pretty much it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. So we reached out to many of you guys personally on Facebook to invite you. So we're happy you're here. As you know, we've been thankful for you guys because we noticed this morning that Every Heartbeat over on YouTube has reached 80K views. And Lovely Mystic, Obtanian Flow, which was the last single, which is the title track, it has nearly 87,000 views. And as we mentioned last time, songs from this album.
Or 57,000.
Is it 57?
I think it's 57. I think it's 57.
Oh, my messed up. Sorry. Yeah. Me and numbers. I have to check them 10 times before I commit them. So we said the songs from the 5 singles that we've released up till now have been featured on over 250 playlists, but that's probably thanks to our friends at Groover, bloggers, and online radio stations. We got a notification this morning that a radio station in France was spinning it at midnight to 1 a.m. in their set. So it's just been nice all over the world that people have been loving on us. So we thank you.
Incredible.
And Funkalicious has almost 100,000 views on YouTube.
And if you're over on YouTube, we're actually up to 53.5K subscribers.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah.
You know, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're always producing content every week.
Yes.
It's usually going to at least be a short every week.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 times out of 10, we're going to have Gavin Jam.
Yeah, Gavin Jam. Yep.
And, you know, as we start to do certain things with gear, you'll see unboxing. Yeah. So, I mean, just to kind of recap what we do on the YouTube page, I guess we kind of do on a Facebook page, is that it's kind of all aspects of being a DIY rock star. Yeah. So, meaning that as a DIY rock star, not only do you have to do songs and you have to do the production and all the rest of this kind of stuff, but you have to use gear. Yeah. You know, in order to do your production.
And then you have to do promotion. So sometimes we handle that kind of thing, social media marketing, just all that stuff. Well, and of course, travel.
Yeah.
We still have travel.
Yeah. So, and that's all kind of part of it.
And experiences.
That's the thing that you also have real life.
Yeah.
That's a part of the whole DIY experience. So I guess that's really what it's about. It's encapsulating the whole DIY
rockstar lifestyle.
Yes. And I don't know if it's rockstar in the way that, you know, we're not living like Jimi Hendrix or anything like that.
No.
I just kind of want to put a caveat. So meaning that when we do go on the road, we don't tear up hotels.
No.
We don't do like, you know, like
too old for that shit. Sorry. Sorry,
We're not throwing things out the window and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So, you know, so it doesn't necessarily buy into the aspect of the DIY rockstar lifestyle. So
this rockstar, I guess the original, I guess, thought was that it is that you tap into the glamour of it, that we, you know, get a chance to brand ourselves and to be the shiniest version of ourselves. Right. And I think that is the rock star part, that you don't see, you know, us waking up with a headache. I mean, that's just not part of the things that we share. So that's why I thought that.
But it's your venture being a DIY rock star, that might be part of what you share.
Yeah.
You know? And again, this is kind of like, you know, this is our walk. Yeah. You know, our journey. Yeah. Along this way. So as far as just, you know, kind of DIYing it, you know, so I mean, this is the type of thing that I always look at too. You could be a DIY rock star for a host of a lot of reasons. Yeah. You know, I think for us, it's probably like, I think we probably have aged out of what would be the traditional music business. Yeah. You know? But, you know, it's like I've been reading quite a few books and, been listening to them on Audible. Yeah. And just listen to certain rock stars that, you know, or even people who have passed, whether it was Miles Davis or, you know, Sly Stone hasn't passed. He's still around. So, you know, thank God for that. but these are people who are still doing art.
Yeah.
That they, sometimes people will think because the music industry no longer promotes these type of people that they've stopped doing music.
Yeah.
So like I was listening to a Keith Richards interview this morning with Howard Stern, and the Rolling Stones got a new album out.
Yeah.
So along with that, there's a song that Stevie Wonder's on.
Oh, wow. Because we were asking, what is he doing?
Right.
Now?
And Stevie Wonder's put out 2 singles last year.
I see.
And so these are people who are constantly doing stuff. Lenny Kravitz just came out with a new single.
Yeah.
So and he's looking to come out with a new album, I think in March of next year.
Okay.
So that will go along with the single. So it's just to say that just because you're older doesn't mean, you guys might check out Lionel Richie's been putting out new records, and Babyface has been doing stuff. So musicians are not like athletes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, athlete has a certain period of time and they age out of, playing professional ball.
Right.
They can't do that anymore. Whereas, with a musician, you can keep going with the creativity.
Yeah.
And it as long as you got air in your body, you can be producing songs. So, the DIY rock star can be, anywhere from, a kid up until, you're in the 90s or whatever. So, I mean, that's kind of the way it works with that, I mean, because I think sometimes people look at musicians. I think it was like Count Basie who died on the road.
88,
people,
he was doing tour.
Doing the tour. People are like, oh, isn't that horrible? And to that extent, it's sort of like I remember when they were interviewing Prince and they were asking him about retirement, and they said he just kind of looked at the person like they were crazy.
Right,
like I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Because he's doing something he enjoys
doing,
to do.
right.
So, like if you enjoy doing what you're doing, then why would you stop?
Right.
It's
not
like
just punching a clock just to earn a check or something. So
and reading the Sly Stone book, which is an excellent book.
That book is crazy.
It's named after Thank You. Thank you for letting me be myself again. That's what it's named after.
That book is crazy.
Questlove. It's on his imprint. It's Our Records, like Our, the Prince Hour. That's the name of the books. I'm sorry, I said records, books, right?
The book, the publishing company.
That's the name of it, and that's the imprint that it's on.
Okay.
And anyway, just Sly. It was drugs and music. It's like they went hand in hand together. I mean, it's like if he was music. Was doing music. He was doing music sometimes.
And other antics. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but the
Fueled
music component stayed apart. He was still doing music. And the good thing about the Audible book is they play a few songs of his.
Oh wow.
That are unreleased. They're like demos. And you hear them and it's like
it's a treat.
He's still doing his thing. And it was like he would always try to make sure he had equipment. No matter what he was going through, when he was living in a Winnebago and all the rest of it, whatever he was going through, he kept coming back to music. So all this is to say is that you never age out of it. I have people ask me that sometimes, like, you still doing music. It's like, I mean, and I kind of get it, but it's like I get it, but I don't get it. So man, that if you don't do it, if you're not a person who's writing songs, then you probably wouldn't understand it. But as somebody who I've been writing songs since I was 4. Yeah. So I mean, I can't think of life without it. Yeah.
And I guess the other part about the DIY Rockstar is that we did mention is that one of the things that has fueled staying DIY is the creative freedom. Is that you're not. Nobody's telling us you have aged out. Nobody is telling us what we can produce. Nobody's telling us how we should look, how we should act, how we should promote things.
Right.
So, or what we have to do next. No, you got to get on the road. No, we don't. Right. So that's the part that I don't know. I find freeing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's always great when you can get that amount of freedom.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but that's what happens when you're paying the bills.
Right. That we are our own patrons.
Right.
So,
yeah. So when you're paying the bills, you know, I mean, you know that when you're growing up, right? You're living in your parents' house. You gotta follow the rules.
Yeah.
You don't want to follow the rules, use it till you get out.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
But if you want to help us by being a patron, go over to Patreon. We have a link below that you can go to if you would like to support the things that we're doing. We're also going to be coming out with our first book coming up really soon.
Yeah, very soon. Matter of fact, I'm proving it right now.
Yeah. So yeah. And it's also going to have a workbook. So if you're interested in kind of doing something similar to what we're doing, or even just knowing what our journey is, you know, knowing what the specifics are about how we're doing things, it will all be in the book. So look out for that very soon. So yeah, again, that whole DIY is just something that, you know, we've been led to do. You know, I feel that we've been compelled, and I also feel like there's another book coming. We're also working on a travel book because we travel a lot and we travel probably pretty uniquely. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm saying to regular as opposed to regular tourists, as opposed just have a different perspective. Yeah. And the things that we like to do, and then some of the strategies like for bringing gear along and things like that. Yeah. You know, some suggestions for people who are traveling with gear but are trying to, you know, to enjoy the sights and things like that. You know, and that
is interesting because ever since, you know, like the Macs kind of really made their hard drives very small and then really cut back on the USB ports. Yeah. It became a little bit more difficult for me to travel with my laptop. Oh, yeah. Which is one of the reasons why I ended up investing in the MPC One. Mm-hmm. And because I like the fact that it's a compact machine, it has everything in it. You know, so yeah, you know, we did a video about the plugin. So, and we got to do another video. We'll do a follow up on that video about figuring that out. So anyway, and it has plugins in it. And what I'm talking about with that is not only does it have effects like, you know, digital effects that you can use, but it's also got like, you know, synthesizers in it. You know, like a Juno One. It's got, you know, regular keyboards that you can use and things like that. So within itself, it is like a DAW. Mm-hmm. There's a compact DAW. You can record audio tracks, all the rest of that kind of stuff on it. You only get 8 audio tracks, but there are ways to actually work with it to get more. Yeah. But I use it more as a sketch pad. Yeah. Especially when I'm out to say, okay, I want to get this idea down. Yeah. And then, you know, it's easy to kind of transfer those tracks to whatever is your DAW of choice. Yeah. Yeah. But for me, it's a lot easier because I just pull this one thing out. Yeah. And I can plug